If you're planning to buy a new Android phone in the range of 25,000, you might have come across the all-new HTC Desire 820 and the pretty old Nexus 5, since both of these sell for just around the same price. Well, if you have, then this is the right place for you to figure out which one do you want. Welcome guys, this is Ritish from Ritish Tech, and today I'm going to do the full comparison between the Google Nexus 5 and the HTC Desire 820. So talking about the build of these phones, the HTC Desire 820 is entirely built out of plastic. It has this glossy plastic finish on the back with this color lining borders, and the phone does feel a lot slippery. On the other hand, talking about the Nexus 5, it doesn't feel to be slippery in the hands at all because of the rubber finish at the back. Taking a look at the button placement design, the Nexus 5 has the volume rocker on the left and the power button on the right, while the HTC Desire 820 has both these buttons on the right side. Both of these phones rock the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, so you don't need to worry about the screen cracking or getting scratches very easily. The screen on the HTC Desire 820 is a 720p display, while the Nexus 5 display is slightly better at 1080p. So the Nexus 5 wins in the display department. Now talking about the speaker and audio, without any doubt the HTC Desire 820 wins this because of the front-facing dual boom sound speakers, which are like twice louder than the Google Nexus 5 speakers, which has speakers on the bottom and can get easily blocked while holding it. Considering the hardware differences between these devices, they are pretty much the same. Both have 2 gigs of RAM. Also, the HTC Desire has a 1.5 GHz quad core and a one single core quad core processor, making it an octa-core device, while the Nexus 5 has a 2.3 GHz quad core CPU. Both comes with 16 gigs of internal storage, while the Desire 820 comes with expandable memory card slot, which supports cards up to 128 GB. For more storage on the Nexus 5, you have to purchase the higher space variant, which costs much more than the 16 GB variant, and thereby dragging it out of the 25k mark. Next is the battery backup. So the Google Nexus 5 is powered by a 2300 mAh battery, while the HTC Desire 820 runs on a 2600 mAh battery. Both of these devices are almost the same in terms of battery backup, since the HTC Desire 820 has a large screen, thereby consuming more battery, counting to the extra 300 mAh battery power. The main aspect one cares on a phone is the camera and the processing speed. The HTC Desire 820 surely gets a 10 on 10 in terms of camera performance. It has a 8 megapixel selfie camera in comparison with the Nexus 5, which is just a 2 megapixel front facing shooter. Also, the back-facing 13 megapixel camera of the HTC Desire 20 is far better than the 8 megapixel camera on the Google Nexus 5. So now let's see some sample shots on both of these devices so that you can judge for yourself which one is better. So the images that you are seeing right now are taken by the back-facing camera of both these devices as mentioned. The images taken on the HTC Desire camera are much more sharper and feels more original and natural than the ones taken on the Nexus 5. In terms of processing power, the Nexus 5 has a slight boost in the performance and software smoothness. The software feels a little faster than the HTC Sense on the HTC Desire 820, though the Desire 820 has an octa-core processor. Looking at the software version, the Nexus 5 surely gets the latest Android Lollipop update, while the HTC Desire 820 is still running on the Android version 4.4.4, that's KitKat, and will surely get the Lollipop update in a couple of months. Looking at the Geekbench score, the Nexus 5 gets a total score of 909, while the Desire 820 is a bit behind it with a score of just 693. Also, to test the speed, I'm going to do the boot test on both of these devices and we'll see which one boots faster. So turning on both the devices together, let's see which reaches the home screen first. As you can see, the Desire 820 has already booted up while the Nexus 5 is still booting up. One thing to mention, the Desire 820 is powered by a 64-bit chip, so you can run many 64-bit third-party apps which won't work on the Google Nexus 5. One last thing to mention before getting the HTC Desire 820, keep in mind that you can't do heavy gaming on it since it heats too much, so surely it is not meant for gamers. While if we talk about the Nexus 5, it surely heats a bit, but the situation is much better than the Desire 820. And yeah, that was all for this video. If you found this video helpful, then don't forget to hit the like button given down below. Also do remember to subscribe to my channel to be updated with future videos such as this one. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you all in the next one.